This is not the story of the One. The One encompasses too much, crushing everything and making it the same. No. This is the story of the many, who are blessed with difference and rich in strangeness. This is the story of a family.
Oh hello, we're doing another episode of my search for the weirdest game ever, and this time I'm trying the beta of the Eternal Cylinder. I don't know about you, but like the name itself sounds quite bizarre to me. And to be honest, I already played through this beta. It's like the first chapter of the game, and I'm really excited for the full thing. But like, when I first saw just the trailers of this game, the screenshots, I knew this would be a game for me. And I was wrong. And the moment I saw it, I thought like, huh, this looks kinda like Zeno Clash. With this like quite bizarre environment and everything, and yep, it's the same developers, so that's promising. I really want to do a video on Zeno Clash games at some point. But this one, like, it's a very similar looking game, like the world itself is quite similar. The whole style and everything, but the gameplay could be more different. Gameplay wise, it's more like Spore, creature stage, but story and puzzle based. But yeah, why am I talking? I can just show you. Okay, this is better. The game was running really bad for me for some reason, but I had to restart my laptop. It's not quite 60 FPS as it is, but like, it's playable. Yeah, this is the cylinder immediately, and it's about to roll me up. I've got to run. So like, visually, like, looks a lot like Spore in Zeno Clash's world. Not even sure if it's Zeno Clash's world, but it looks very similar. And it's beautiful. I can't quite get out of here. Help! And got stuck.
The great crushing thing, the great cylinder, had stopped. Perhaps it was safe here for a little while. How quickly it learned to use its legs and its trunk. But these things were not so much learned as they were remembered. Perhaps the little Trebum thought they were a gift from the strange voice it heard in its mind. That too was a kind of memory.
So the glitch. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's see the thing. I said, let's see the thing. Alright. I have to change my keyboard to English every single time, otherwise this won't work.
Just when it was starting,
And this you mutate when you eat stuff, and that kinda makes sense, I guess.
gave it new ones.
Now I can jump.
Substance as a catalyst, a Trebum can transform and adapt to many challenges.
So we can suck things inside our body and eat them later, and of course we can just get rid of it, which is useful with this limited inventory. And you know what I noticed, like, every single time the main dude is randomized with different colors and patterns. That's really cool. Makes every playthrough a bit more unique. I can roll.
The Trebum was drawn to a bright light, or perhaps to the creature next to it.
That's kind of our objective thing. I like the way how it is Pretty immersive.
Except for the grass growing on the old one's head, they were very much alike.
Hello. Hello, big boy.
Surrounded by this light, the Trebhum knew things it had not known before. It knew the older Trebhum had carried this light for a long, long time. And it knew that now that responsibility had passed to the next generation. Yes, this young Trebhum had to carry the light to those great towers in the distance. It could have stayed here to learn many old things, but the cylinder would not allow it. Run the inner
I gotta love these cylinder scenes.
The towers would not stop the
So intimidating every single time. The soundtrack and everything. It's actually not as bad as it initially feels. But look at it, it's like a hot red from crushing everything.
Quickly, the Trebhum had to step on the symbol or the cylinder would not be stopped.
I did it. Is this thing getting crushed? That's a creature, by the way, that egg-looking thing. There's things that are running away. Well, he dead. Where is he? Oh fuck. Oh no, don't eat me. I survived.
The voice inside the Trebhum's memories assured it that while the tower stood, the Trebhum would be safe. The power of the eternal cylinder was contained for now.
These pillars are sort of like checkpoints.
Relative tranquility gave the Trebhum a chance to think about its family. Trebhum are not meant to live alone, so where were the others?
Oh yeah, this feels sort of open world and it's very exploration based. There are of course objectives you have to do, but like you're free to just explore and do things at your own pace. But after like toying with this around more, like this is fairly linear. The sides of the maps are just winter and you just freeze to death if you try to go there. That's not a good idea. And you usually just get these blue beams showing where the next story thing is. Can be a bit confusing at first, but eventually we get into the rhythm.
Our young friend had found an egg.
An egg.
A Trebhum egg with one of his siblings inside. The egg had been abandoned, but it could still be made to hatch. All that was needed was a source of heat.
And I've got a friend. I shall name him... Bread. Like that you can name every single dude, like, kinda makes you more attached to every one of them. And of course they can die. But like, every single follower is unique. Gotta take care of them. Like how these little guys don't even talk or anything, but like, I just get attached to them, somehow. I feel like the only companions I can get. Maybe you want those. Nice. And this does... this I can do it now. Do it, motherfuckers. And that scares away predators. At least some of them. I can switch between them with Q, I can like... If I hold Q, I selectively switch between them, that's useful when I have more than one dude, but like usually just looking at them, that the general direction is enough. Because at first I was kind of unhappy about like no mouse sensitivity options so far, and this like super smoothing whatever and motion blur feels like it's really meant to be played with a controller, not mouse and keyboard. But no, I got really used to that effect. It's pretty. Not a deal for gameplay, in my opinion, but visually pleasing. Oh, another egg. The our power is in numbers, so we want that. Oh, they reach that egg. Oh, that's a big boy. Okay, let's try shooting water, maybe? No, it doesn't quite reach. I'm not even sure if that would be enough pressure. Can't do this well in water. Maybe I can hit something. I saw some fishes or something. There we go. Come here. Come here, I said. Yes, bastard. Right, we got a fish. Now I more or less know like what does what, but at first it's like really interesting to explore what new mutations you can get. Oh, I swim be faster and maybe I can jump. Yes, I can jump out of water. That's kind of a seamless tutorial. I like that kind of thing. Whoa. A new dude. Your name will be Sausage. You can probably tell I'm hungry. I should stop thinking about food. Yes, needles are afraid of us. Our objective. Let's explore a bit more first, shall we? Oh, that was a bit of a glitch.
Finding another Trebum was a cause for joy, but this new friend was not well. Deep inside the memories it had inherited, the Trebum found the answer. To recover, its friend needed a very specific substance which appeared as glittering clusters of crystal dust. This dust was not natural. Only a great Trebum could create it. And so it was on the achievements of previous generations that the newborn Trebum would have to rely. Luckily, it seemed a wise and powerful Trebum had passed through here some time ago.
These little crystals are like currency. And we did like recruit new dudes, which is of course useful. And as the game goes, I can improve some of my stats. Okay, his name should be Sack Boy. I don't know. Actually, I can't name my own dude. What is my name? Gaguna. That's the randomized every time as well. Huh. We got more of those? Oh. One more jumpy dudes. Jumpy dudes are cool. Bam. Okay, there are 4 of us already. Hey, get out of here. That's right. Come here, everyone.
This door had been
I needed at least 3 of them to get in.
It gave them hope that in this large and dangerous world, some places had been made for them.
They remind me a tiny bit of some creatures from Full Pipe. There was this little, like, elephant girl who was very annoying and kept playing with a Potter boot. They sort of remind me of her. Just even nastier. But on the way how nasty they look, make them sort of adorable. They remind me a bit of these, like, late 90s, early 2000s, like, animation shows, animated shows. Which like these time travel sequences or just travel sequences that would be more abstract than the rest of the animation, like silhouettes or whatever. There would be a bunch of these weird creatures like in Samurai Jack or whatever. Or like, there was this German, I think, show called Dragon Hunters, if I remember correctly. That was also cool. We had plenty of weird creatures.
Somehow
Oh.
this ancient statue
Oops.
transferred knowledge to the Trebhum.
So I can look up stuff I already discovered before. Yeah, I broke a thing. Oopsie.
It was as if a memory had been stored inside it, waiting for someone to absorb it. And as soon as this knowledge had entered their minds, the Trebhum realized that there was a great library
Another shroom.
hidden away in the web of their memories. But why was the knowledge of a specific ingredient placed here in this Trebhum made of stone?
I love this one. Look at this. Bam! Cube! Amazing. And there's another one. Who else wants to be a cube? You. Bread can be a cube. That would be fairly fitting. And don't need that. They're so nasty, they're adorable. But I find this game really beautiful. And they, for once, an entry to the series of the weirdest games that's actually new and relevant. What the heck? That's like unlike anything in my channel. Hello?
Inside the cave, the Trebhum found a living elder. It had been waiting in this chamber for a long, long time. The elder told them it was happy to see some friends before the cylinder came. It said, "You are young, so you never knew the time when our people could shapeshift at will. We Trebhum are inheritors of a vast tree of abilities, abilities passed on to all future Trebhum. But this power is being taken away. Beware the servants of the cylinder. They will seek to hurt you at every opportunity, and they have the power to rob you of your abilities. But if you persevere, one day you will find a way to protect yourselves from their evil light. Farewell, my brave friends. I fear I am too old and tired to join you. May you find a way to prosper in this time of struggles."
That's sad. If he can't join us, that means he'll be crushed. Oh. That's terrible. Well... Rest in peace, old fat man. Okay, where are we going actually? Are we swimming? Maybe. Let's see. No, we're not swimming, that's too far. No! No. Okay, let's hide in the bushes. This is nice that when I eat something all my party eats. Except for the mutation things, but like hunger, thirst, like this counts for everyone. Yeah, even with this being like rather linear, it's easy to get lost. So when I go through the blue barrier, the cylinder rolls like towards me. It crashes the pillars before, so it's like the transition to the next chapter, pretty much. So I guess we shall go. I like how organic this transition between chapters is, between the stages.
Nothing could stop it forever.
Just have to keep going, that's part of the story. Ah! Shit! No! No, my main dude has died! What? What happened? I have no clue what happened, but I think 2 of my dudes died. Oh no. Albeit, the blue smoke restores my stamina. Oh, I didn't know. Even though I beat this before. There are only 2 of us left. Damn, that's sad. Let's use the mess. An egg! I won't get it in time. Like, if you're good, you can get some stuff from these about to be destroyed zones that you couldn't access otherwise. But you have to not mess up while running away, like I just did. Darn pillar. Oh, look at that. This body is quite nasty looking to me. Yeah, whatever this is, like, it slowly turns things into water. So you don't need to think about drinking anymore, but also you can, like, give him important stuff for long. Otherwise it will just disappear. But it's good to have at least one of these guys. But that...
In this strange, eerie temple, the Trebhum felt something stir in their memories. There was a great power in this place. Something from the days when even the elders were young. Perhaps it could help them.
Funky here. Yeah, I don't really know what the grass here is useful for aside from this one puzzle in the beta, but it is still the beta. Yeah, look at the lighting, like that's kind of fancy as well. Hey, come here. Map. I don't know, I haven't really ever used the map. Don't even know how to turn it on.
The Trebhum were
Can I somehow?
disoriented for a moment. Something new had entered their memories and they needed to make sense of it. It seemed to be a map. And on this map, a location had been marked. If they understood correctly, there was some manner of serpent, a guardian, a greater being of some kind, somehow linked to a safe haven. Could they find refuge there? Their ancestors must have created this map for a reason.
Oh. Wait. I can get that thing. Oh, better humor. What was this thing? I don't remember. Third eye. Alright, it can find
Of all the changes
certain items.
the Trebhum were experiencing, growing a third eye was the strangest one yet. To make things even stranger, this eye seemed to look in two directions at once, into the world and into their memories. They could use it to find in the real world any element that was contained in the web of their memories. It was truly a remarkable mutation.
Yeah, this one's important. We'll ever getting more of these in the beta. Might be the unreal one. Or at least the other ones are well hidden.
What manner of strange beast lurked behind the cylinder? The Trebhum were deeply unsettled by this new mystery. But though some part of them was curious, they were certain it would be best not to find out.
And these biomechanical creatures also remind me a lot of Zeno Clash. Oh, and I'm like really into biomechanical stuff. Might be coming from all the way back when I used to play with Bionicles, I guess. I think the concept is just really cool. A half man, a half machine. All a complete dumbass. You're on the wrong side of the cylinder, dude. Or wait. No. We are on the wrong side of the cylinder, it's about to crush us. Damn. I played myself. Hey my dude, follow me. Look at this yellow trunk. Lapping around. I'm hungry. Eat? This is also kind of a survival game.
As their fear faded, the Trebhum started feeling weak and tired.
I've got to eat a lot. Yeah, of course I won't play the entire thing in this video. The full game is not even released, so it's like, I don't want to spoil things. Like, if you like this stuff, you can try the beta out for yourself. I got it free, it wasn't difficult. Just had to sign up with their website. What I want to do is go to the main menu and try the other chapter, which is further in. Okay, all my saves are overwritten, let's try the chapter. And if not, I'll try replacing my save files. Okay, so that's my other dudes I had.
Relieved at having bested the Guardian, the Trebhum now found themselves seeking the help they had been promised. Who would answer their questions in this place?
There was this nasty dude who stripped us of our mutations. I guess that's an alright breakpoint. Hopefully we will see more of those nasty dudes. I think I only want one glowy dude. Because it gets very bright otherwise. A luminescent skin. Oh, look at the lighting, like, it's really pretty as well. I like the deed as well. It's cool. Oh, can I get up there? I'm actually not sure. I don't think I can jump there. It's too high.
Even with the light, the maze was difficult to traverse. Was there some clue in the structures on the walls? Was the path of sand on the ground meant to help them? Perhaps others had walked in this place long ago and tried to leave a path for those who would one day follow them.
There are arrows, like... the voice of my numbers doesn't have a lot of faith in me. Just rightfully so, honestly. And there are rocks, but I have no clue if like there's any use for them. Like, I cannot use them, I cannot eat them. I can always spit them back out. Maybe there are some meditation later on that lets you eat rocks, I don't know. Or some puzzle. Not at the moment. Okay, now that's even the chunkier of a boy. Hello.
Encountering another elder was a happy moment. The Trebhum asked how they might survive the cylinder, and the elder replied, "I can feel your fear, little ones. Ever since this cataclysm began, we have been seeking ways to stop it. But the cylinder is relentless and indestructible. It will consume everything in its path. So, perhaps what we need to do is go behind it. I have discovered a mutation that allows us to rise into the sky. You must seek a weeping tree from which grows a special fruit that floats as it becomes ripe. It is the key to the transformation I have undergone. With it, you can use geysers to float well above the cylinder's height. My only regret is that I have grown too old and weak to help you with this task. If you find any glimmer of hope on the other side, remember me. Farewell."
Well, RIP times 2. I'm so sorry for these old guys not even being able to move anymore. Just forsaken to be crushed. I wonder what's their average lifespan, actually. Maybe if they live really long, like at this point not even like moving anymore. Maybe that's like not too bad of a way to go, like,
Sadness and
okay, we had
fear
enough and
filled
stuff.
their hearts as they left the Elder's cave.
Hey, these tall guys are nasty. I don't think I can scare them off. We just do thing. So I have to be careful. This game really knows how to make you feel fragile. Yeah, in these places I can revive my dudes that are dead.
When the Trebhum stepped on the strange device, an ancient memory came back to them. A memory of long ago, when the cities of their people still stood, and the fight against the cylinder was not yet lost. In those days, a very smart Trebhum had found a way of cheating the cylinder, of stealing a little bit of its power to absorb and to reshape. In this way, the Trebhum could revive their fallen friends, or send others to a hidden place. And it was also by this device that a link had been forged, and a path had been opened to the voice that spoke within them.
Yeah, they're kind of like a collective consciousness at this point, I guess. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I should be moving because there are a lot of predators and I don't have much to do here anymore. Yeah, reviving dude is quite expensive crystal shard wise. But I guess it's good if you have someone really useful. With good mutations, or rare ones, stuff like that. But normally it's way better to just find eggs and hatch them. Eggs are the only free way of doing things, of getting new followers. You can also find more trebums than these little huts with smoking chimneys, but they always want some crystal shards and some random items, but you have to bring them. That's not that tricky if you got the crystals, like mushrooms or whatever aren't difficult to find. But still more hassle. Okay, what place is this? You still have more places to visit before the end? Yeah, originally I took around 2 hours to complete this, but I was exploring a lot and doing things
They were still
at a slower
near
pace.
the mysterious tree they were supposed to find.
In this place there are
The Trebum felt a great
1,
power
2,
flowing
3,
through this cave,
5 pillars.
but they were not afraid. The power felt familiar, even friendly. These glowing structures were the work of their ancestors.
Thank you. So these 5 pillars which correspond to different stats, different ability, and we can invest these shards to improve those abilities. It's only a bit annoying that I have to activate each and every one to know which stat it is. Yes, eventually I can memorize the symbols, but my memory is bad. But this is maybe water? Yes. That's kind of self-explanatory. I have a lot of these things. What was this one? Food storage. Maximum digested food. Doesn't sound that useful so far. This is maximum followers. Yeah, get me that, that's cheap. What else do we have? Health? Yeah, that's good. Don't want to die. And stamina. Maybe I'll pass. Kinda want to save the shards for actual dudes. I find it a bit interesting how, like, there sort of is an urgency to this because of the pillar. Like, it just keeps rolling up stuff. Yet we have like, a lot of freedom to explore and optimize stuff if we want to. Kirill take care of our mutations and finding all the extra goodies. Want to hurry up a bit now. Doesn't look like you have anything more important here anymore, so we can move to the next pillar. We have a lot of water, that's all we need. Okay, there's a big pit with... Yes, maybe let's move that way. through all the predators. That's a bit risky. But yeah, I guess the trickiest part of moving to the other seal spot is not knowing what terrain you have to go through. So here we have like this huge pit I have to go around. Sometimes there are mountains that oh, see, just almost rolled into one. And those can mess me up real bad. Oh no, can I outrun this? Oh, this is looking bad. Oh, this is looking very bad. Oh, no, no. Dang. A dude has died. Everyone's died. So it's not as easy as it initially looks. Okay, we're safe. Okay, which place is that? Oh, I really need to eat.
What was this monstrous creature? Was this one of the Cylinder's servants? The ones the Elder had warned them of? Its very form terrified the Trebon. Even the voice and their memories seemed frightened of it. And then, somehow, the Trebon remembered the creature's name. It was called the Mathematician.
Oh no, not the Mathematician. If anything is truly terrible, math is the thing. So that's a villain evil to the core. The whole point of math is just to make people suffer. Might not seem that at first, but maths at uni level, oh boy. Better not experience that. That flying thing has a yellow light, no, it's red light. It's like yellow lights that remove our mutations. Oh, and that.
The Mathematician vanished.
This creature, this is the one that hunts us and removes our mutations. These guys are scary.
What lay behind the cylinder?
Looks like something out of the void. One of the brothers. Yeah, better not stand around here. This place is dangerous. Oh, no, 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 no. Nope. And we are getting more unnatural structures. This is quite intriguing. And those are the trees we were looking for.
Finally, the weeping trees that the Elder had told them to find were within the Trebom's grasp. But though the Trebom were happy, they realized that they faced a new challenge. The ripe fruit were floating out of reach, and the others were enclosed in a hard shell. They would have to find a way to crack them open.
Well, the way to crack them open is actually easier than I expected. So maybe I'd have to like get the shells under these things when they would crash them, but I can just like spit them against rocks. That works. Now we can float. Not quite flying, but works. And I saw an incubator down there. Is there a egg nearby? That would be really convenient. That's some very long boy.
Even with the ability to float, overcoming the cylinder would have to be done very carefully. What they needed was a geyser that was well positioned, close to the cylinder, when it lay still, or their plan would never work. They would have to keep looking, and meanwhile, they would try not to think about what sort of monster could kill one of the flying serpents.
Oh, that was one of the huge boss serpents. Yeah, that's someone strong. Yeah, my dudes just get up here automatically, which is real cool. That was what I was talking about, like, not everyone having the same mutations, but still being able to go places. Sometimes it would be just very impractical to give everyone the same mutations. It's all frozen above. I mean, not above, in front of us. It's not quite ideal for us. We don't have warm fur or anything yet. We'll have to do something about it. Or otherwise, we don't have anywhere to go anymore, really. Well, look at the other planets. I wonder how far actually would a planet have to be for it to be like this easily visible? Or how close rather than... Would it be dangerous? Probably. We can't even see our own moon from this close. Maybe we can, maybe this is just way bigger, but... Yeah, the moon already affects our gravity and water levels a lot. Imagine what this must do. Maybe this is why suddenly we have eternal cylinders from one end of the planet to the other. But if it's devouring the entire planet, maybe it's... But if it's not a cylinder all along, but a ring? Yeah, let's try going over it, I guess. We have a very strategically positioned geyser here. Well... The other side looks worse than I thought. Maybe it's safe at least. Or maybe if you go far enough, stuff already regrows. Yeah, that does look like a very pleasant environment. At least we have some geyser to jump back, I guess. Some. Oh. Uh-oh. You know, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh jeez. Let me back. Can I escape him? Oh no, oh no. The mathematician absorbed me. Yeah, you're welcome. I enjoyed playing this a lot. That feels very neat. As I had mentioned before, playing something new with myself for the weirdest game ever. Or games rather, because at this point I don't really know if I can name just one thing weird. All of them are weird in their own ways. But usually tend to be some like commercially unsuccessful things lost in time, not many people care about. Or like some like just obscure indies. And this is like a fairly well known developer, I guess. They made Zeno Clash series and Rock of Ages, I believe, so Yeah, that's like decent games. I like them a lot. I haven't played Rock of Ages, but Zeno Clash was great. I know they have a decent fan base. So yeah, this is something to be excited about. Not only will this scratch my itch for something really odd, but also like what I liked about Zeno Clash, which was mostly the wonderful world, and somewhat the Spore itch. I actually really want to play Spore lately, but I have a CD, but I just can't install it because I don't have a CD-ROM anymore. That sucks. But yeah, this kinda disappointment. I'll leave. Just thank you for watching. I hope you're interested in this game as well. I think like the beta ends at March 25th, so maybe that's when the full thing releases. So I really hope this video gets out before that. Yeah, I'll be definitely looking forward to what else this game has to offer, because so far these first hour or two are just amazing. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye.